Hello, hello, hello. We are back for our final video of the night, unless something else happens, okay? Because y'all know I'll do like a little quick little pop in just in case somebody get to acting up and go live and something crazy, then y'all know I will come back and pop in. But this is my last planned video for the night because I'm getting ready to do movie night with my family. We're going to sit down, eat some popcorn and watch some movies and just kind of snuggle up under our blankies because it's like cold out, you guys. Snow is everywhere, so we're just gonna chill out for the rest of the day, night, whatever you want to call it. But for now, let's get into our video, honey, because there is some stuff going on out here in these YouTube streets. We got to talk about it. People are getting sued. People are saying that they're afraid. People are getting exposed. Oh my God, it's so much. But let's get into it. Everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Again, thank you guys for being here. Let's get into the show. First topic is former Bad Boy artist Choppa claims that he witnessed Diddy tongue kissing another powerful music exec. You guys, let's get into it. Oh my God, we already knew that Diddy was doing some grimy shit, allegedly. But we're gonna get into the things that's being said. Cause chow. All right, let's let that come up so you guys can see along with me. All right, so it says that Choppa alleges that many of his projects were greenlit after he witnessed Puff, or rather Diddy, tongue kissing another powerful man in the studio. It says that he believed this was Diddy's tactic to keep him quiet about what he saw. He goes on to say that he was doing something very uncomfortable in my eyes. Okay, so we've already heard from Freddie P from the band. He's talked about some things that he's seen with Diddy. And now we see Choppa coming out and he's speaking and being very transparent. If you guys want to see this entire interview, hurry on over to Art of Dialogue. I told you guys the other day, I am a huge fan of Art of Dialogue. I watch him, I support him. He has some very, very good topics. He gets into the nitty gritty of things when it comes to a lot of these artists out here. But let's go ahead and get into what's being said, because this sounds like it's juicy, child.
All I'm gonna say is at the end of the day, do I think Diddy gay? I don't know what that means. Do I think Diddy is a bisexual? Yes, I do. And that right there is coming from just my experience. To know what a straight man is, and to know a man that like to play a lot in life, that like to funnel a lot in life. So when I hear the stories of the situations, it just kind of makes me say, yeah, sound about right. Because it does sound about right. You can't sit up here and not have it not plague your mind to say, I think Diddy used to funnel with boys too.
But for you said that you believe he's bi. So what did you see that makes you believe that,
All right. One time I'm in the studio. Don't judge me either. One time I'm in the studio and maybe I was tripping. Cause I never really quite been a weed smoker or nothing, but one time I'm smoking weed, brother, and I walk in the studio and just seen uncomfortability to my eyes. How about that? I seen uncomfortability to my eyes, and my eyes are very comfortable with things that I see. And I seen uncomfortability with my eyes. And I'm not going to, I'm not laying back there and saying that everything I'm saying is just 100. That's why it was so easy for me to get out of my contract, is because Round knew to let me go. You know what I'm saying? And even right now, I just say uncomfortability to my eyes. You can take that how you want it. You heard me? But uncomfortability to my eyes, what I'm not used to seeing two men do when I look at them.
There you go.
A powerful man at that. I walked in the studio and seen two powerful men doing things that was uncomfortable to my eyes. I got fucking shot. I went through a lot. I couldn't even feed my family. Yeah, fucking right, that nigga gay. Uncomfortable with my eyes. Fucking right. Yes, he's gay. Okay, but I don't think someone being gay is bad. And that's the thing. I don't think someone being gay is like a curse. If that's their preference, then say, bro, that's their preference. Now, you ask me, did it do anything left field? And that's why I gave the answer. Yes, I seen things when I walked in the studio that was uncomfortable to my eyes with another powerful person. in the music business.
What was your reaction, and what was his reaction when you caught him?
I opened the door. I seen what I seen, and I hurried up and slammed the door. And ever since then, Ron was treating me nice. That's how I was. Fuck, I couldn't get Lil Daddy, the Lil Daddy video. I couldn't get the Lil Daddy video shot for nothing. You heard me? I'm talking about for nothing. But after that happened, I went back home to New Orleans and we were shooting Lil Daddy. As a matter of fact, we shot Lil Daddy, my solo Lil Daddy, and we shot the remix with Wayne and Jody Breeze the same day.
Wow.
How you love that? Yeah.
So he greenlit the videos after you caught him.
Right after that. Yeah, I just seen I seen it, bro, and it fucked me up. I'm not even gonna much lie to you. I wasn't really I looked at Diddy differently after that. The $30 million shit was out the window once I seen him look that way. You know, I low key kind of I wasn't feeling that bad boy shit no more. Yeah, I seen the nigga kissing the man, tonguing him down. You heard me? That shit was fucking crazy. And I looked at him differently after that. That's just all that is. I looked at him totally different after that. And that's, I just wanted out of the deal. It ain't like Bad Boy dropped me or nothing. I just wanted out of the deal. I was too disgusted. All I'm gonna say is at the end of the day, you know, do I think Diddy gay? I don't know what that means. Do I think Diddy is a bisexual? Yes. Yes, I do. And that right there is coming from just my experience. You know, to know what a straight man is and to know a man that like to play a lot in life.
Y'all heard it right here. So Choppa Honey says that he walked in the studio, in a Bad Boy studio with Diddy and another powerful executive tongue kissing in the studio. He said that he had music and other things he was trying to get done prior to that. But after he witnessed Diddy kissing this powerful executive, like tongue kissing him down in the studio, he said he opened the door, saw him, and he slammed it back. Diddy saw that. He said pretty much everything he was asking for after him witnessing Diddy tongue kissing this powerful executive. Diddy was just doing it. He was greenlighting everything that he was asking. It was a video he was trying to get out and some music. He said that Diddy made sure that shit happened because he didn't want him to speak. So he was pretty much like he was buttering him up to be quiet after he witnessed him seeing such a horrific situation. Now, he did not name who this person was, but I do know some of the powerful people that Diddy was around, that there have been rumors that Diddy may have been in situations with, I don't know, that worked very closely with Diddy as well. Clive Davis, I was like, was it Clive Davis? It could have been Clive Davis, because there were rumors that Diddy and Clive had some weird shit going on that people said that they saw. Lucian Grange, who is also named in some lawsuits dealing with Diddy as well. He's a powerful exec. Andre Harrell, who is no longer here, but around the time that the band was together, Andre Harrell was here, because y'all know he did pass away. L.A. Reid, it could be L.A. Reid, because a lot of people saying that he likes to dibble and dabble in booty holes, allegedly, as well. So I don't know. So I really wish he would have named names. I don't know. I might have to reach out to Choppa and be like, so look, I'm a blogger and I need to get this information from you. Just between me and you, who was this executive, or powerful executive rather, that Diddy was tongue kissing down? You can tell me. I won't tell anyone but 17,000 of my subscribers. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Am I surprised in what I'm hearing? Hell no. But yeah, weird. But let's get on to the next topic, y'all. Let's get on to the next topic. That does not surprise me at all. It does not. Shout out to Niecy Nash. I do like Niecy Nash. She's a great actress. But she is in LA, honey, where all these wildfires and stuff are taking place. And ooh, that wind is whipping. All right. So let's get into what she has to say. She's very emotional. And that wind is whipping. Good God. All right, so let's get into Niecy Nash and what she had to say.
I just want to thank everyone who prayed for us. So far, they have lifted the evacuation immediately from where we live. Our bags are packed. We're ready to go just in case, but there were citizens in our neighborhood that caught the person who they believe started the fires near where we are. Very, very grateful for that. And I just feel my heart is so heavy for people who have lost everything. And it's just a hard place to be in, you know. And I am overwhelmed, and I am grateful. I feel like in a way I have survivor's remorse. The winds can change. We don't know what's gonna I am
Aw.
I am just so sorry for the people who have lost their homes and are suffering in ways that are unimaginable. And I am definitely keeping you all in our prayers. These are trying times. It's hard to believe that human beings could be this cruel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I am.
Let's continue.
One thing that is for sure is that when you are a person of faith,
Come on now.
you believe that there is something better on the other side of all of this. And that is what I believe. And that is what I hold on to.
Yeah, that's right.
And that is the thing that will push us forward. That is the thing that will allow us to rise from these ashes. That's the thing. Prayers up. We love y'all. God bless you.
So you heard what she had to say. She lives in the vicinity of where they're supposed to be evacuating, but she says the people told her she did not need to as of yet. She and her family have already started packing in the event that they have to start evacuating and leaving. She's upset, obviously, that she may have to leave her home to never ever see it again because it may burn down like other people that sounds like were very near and dear to her that she knew maybe personally. Where this pretty much happened to her. This is so sad. Yeah. I mean, what do you say in a situation like this? Golly, people who work so hard to have all the things that they have. And I mean, I know it's just things, but in a time like this, it's wintertime, it's cold, people have kids. Like, who would have thought that the new year would come in and barely into the new year, you would be homeless? Millionaires are homeless, y'all. Millionaires are homeless. But, you know, it's sad. I don't even know what to say. And very rarely am I speechless. But this is just so crazy. I hope that she does not have to lose her home, just like I would have hoped anybody else wouldn't have to, because this is so sad. So prayers for anyone involved in this situation, and prayers. That's all we could do is pray, man. Golly, this is sad. Let's move on to other news. So let me get back to my main screen. Jesus. All right. Yeah, my heart go out to anybody dealing with this. This is so sad. I'm glad they caught the person who was involved and are responsible for setting these fires, because listen, there were lives lost, so this person is definitely going to be charged with unaliving people as well. So let's get into this next topic. Of course, you know, blogger AL has put out another video, audio, phone call where he was talking with Ariane. I'm trying to keep up with these audios because they are very telling, because I do cover Love and Marriage Huntsville, and the majority of what's being talked about is about Love and Marriage Huntsville issues. So of course I'm going to cover it. All right, so let's get into it. Ariane is talking to AL, and she says that at the reunion, which has not shown yet, is going to be, I think, showed probably in a few weeks. I think in 2 weeks, the reunion come back. So she's saying that at the reunion, that Martell was, of course, made the villain and was treated like the villain. And she said that they really came hard at Martell. She said that contracts were actually renewed for Love and Marriage Huntsville as well. Ariane spills. Of course, Martell be telling her too much because she talks way too much. Don't think she was supposed to tell that because, at the reunion is when they announced that contracts are renewed and there's going to be another season and all that. So she spoiled that. Martell she said that Martell says that he told Carlos King and On that, of course, y'all know that he needed a guarantee for the show or he was not going to return to the show. You guys know Martell's been asking On and Kingdom Reigns Entertainment and Carlos King to show his real life, or he did not want to film at all. He's been saying that over and over and over, but they're not hearing him. Of course, you guys know Melody Cherie made it very much so known that if Ariane was brought onto the show, she was quitting. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes because, of course, Melody is no longer following Carlos or Kingdom Reigns or anything of the things that's related to Carlos. Something's going on behind the scenes, so I hope they're not pushing to try to get her in scenes or get her on the show or give Martell almost what he wants, because it does involve, like he said, his real life, which would be Ariane behind the scenes. So Martell is doing like a reverse psychology and manipulation tactics in order to get what he wants on this show. And I don't think, and I hope that it doesn't happen. So let's continue with what Ariane had to say. Move this up here. All right. So Ariane says that she told Martell to leave the show, not to leave the show, rather, said, but Martell snapped at her, saying that he's tired of being on Love and Marriage Huntsville and not getting to showcase his real life, okay, outside of the show. So he was saying that he wanted to leave. She was telling, well, he wanted to leave the show, and she's telling him not to leave, of course, because Martell pays Ariane's bills. If Martell leaves the show, he doesn't have any more income. He doesn't have any real responsibilities, I would say, like child support, something that would make him say, oh, shit, I better not quit my job because I'm going to be in jail. So Love and Marriage Huntsville is his only source of income as of now that I know of. I do know he was working with the Scotts. They've, not allowed him to work with them anymore because they don't fool with him. So now Martell is just out here just drifting, looking for ways to make money. And we're going to get into that here in a second in terms of what that other thing is. So Martell says that I'm so tired of the BS and that Love and Marriage Huntsville is starting to hurt me versus help me. He says that he doesn't have any other options. That's what he was telling Ariane. That's what she reveals. Okay. So Ariane is persuading Martell to stay on the show and not quit because, like I said, he does, in addition to paying his bills, he pays her bills as well. Okay. Because she doesn't want to be without her stuff taken care of because I don't think she works anywhere. All right. So Ariane goes on to say that there is no real benefits for him to actually stay on the show except for his Love and Marriage Huntsville check because of how they're starting to treat him. So I told you guys, Carlos has started showing a little bit of favoritism towards the Scotts, and for Marceau to make this remark coming up in the upcoming episode where he's telling Martell that I'm better than you and my whole life is something about my whole life is better than yours and I can outdo you. And so anyway, it was like he's challenging him and letting him know I'm coming for your spot. So Martell is starting to feel the heat in that. I feel like he's been known as the king of Love and Marriage Huntsville since Melody was the queen, since the two of them were married. But now that Martell doesn't really have that much going on, it's like Carlos is not really liking him like he used to and kissing his ass like he used to. And I think he's starting to feel that. So now he's trying to threaten, and I don't think he will. I think he's threatening to leave the show and trying to manipulate the network and Carlos into giving him his way in an effort for him to stay. So I think what he's trying to do is wait his contract out in order to see if they're going to, or maybe call their bluff in order to see if Carlos and Kingdom Reigns will give him what he wants in terms of coming back on the show. He don't got shit else. And I think Carlos and them know that. So Ariane goes on to say that that there's no real benefits, like I said, for him to be on the show. And also saying that she feels that he's trying to guilt trip the production, I guess, to stay on the show. Well, that's what I'm saying. So Martell then says that he's, of course, been the villain on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if he leaves, then who will get to do that? Meaning who will get to be the villain? You already know Marceau is going to step up to be the villain. He's been trying to be the villain. If you guys haven't seen Marceau on this show, getting in everybody's business, he was just in Melody Cherie's face, trying to, get into the business of Marquez, trying to flirt with Melody, who was standing right there, the same person who said, how am I going to get you hooked up with Melody? And what do I have to do with it? He tried to play like he didn't have nothing to do with Marquez trying to get with Melody. But then when Marquez went to talk to Melody, what did Marceau do? He jumped right in the middle and he was over talking and pretty much cock blocking, as we call it, in the situation, trying to get camera time, of course. So do I see Marceau stepping up to be the villain? I do, in order for him to get a bigger check and to kind of bump Martell off the show, because that's what they've been trying to do all this time. But Martell is so stupid because he doesn't listen to anyone. And the only person that was trying to tell him, and the one person that was trying to tell him that these people aren't your friends, you keep putting your trust in them, you keep going against me, which is your wife, that's during the time they were married, in order to kiss up to them and listen to what they have to say, when in the end, they're going to show you who they really are. And now that he see that, he's now trying to use these manipulations and trying to gaslight Carlos and production into kissing his ass and giving him his way. And I don't see that happening. All right, so Ariane goes on to say that nobody else will play the villain on the show but Martell, because Melody is someplace singing songs about Martell. That's what Ariane had to say. Girl, bye. I guarantee you Marceau will step up and do that shit. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. All right, so Ariane goes on to say that Melody is the type of, she calls her a bitch, that throws rocks and hides her hands and appears to be so innocent, but she's not innocent at all. These are things that Ariane are saying to blogger AL. All right, let's see. Of course, you guys know, like I was telling you guys, that Martell's been playing this whole game of show my real life, I'm leaving. He's been threatening to leave for a long time. I don't think he will, because he won't have any other income. So and I don't see him getting a regular job, because who's going to watch the kids if and when, you know, he gets the kids on his week off? If he gets a job, who's going to watch the kids? Ariane has made it clear she doesn't want to come over there early in the morning and make breakfast for the kids and watch the kids. Marlene has said she's not going to watch the kids. So who else is going to watch the kids on his 1 week on and 1 week off with Melody? So working on the show, I think, is his way of doing what he needs to do to take care of his life, his family, whoever. But him getting a regular 9 to 5, I don't know how he would swing that without having to also pay for babysitter. Okay. So let's see. So let's get into some other things of the things. Ariane makes it very clear, as she was speaking to AL. She says that Martell is actually suing Tisha, Marceau, and Wanda, you guys. That this has already been initiated, according to Ariane. Ariane says that Martell was mad at Marceau on Love and Marriage Huntsville at the field day event. Y'all know the Big D Energy field day event, and that's why he went off. She goes on to say that they never brought up Martell was gay at that particular scene. She says, or Martell would have actually told her that. Y'all remember Tisha was saying on Carlos King Mental Monday that right after she spilled that Martell was, you know, gay, and that he was seeing guys in school and everybody knew this and all this. Ariane was pretty much saying that Tisha made mention of on the show that production did not show the things that Marceau was saying about Martell, and they were bleeping out the things about Martell like they were protecting him, but then they were showing what Martell was saying about Marceau. So Ariane is saying that that's not true, and that's not what was said about Martell. Because he would have told her everything, because they talk about everything. So I'm just like, girl, you don't know what the hell was said. You don't know what production cut out. You don't know that. Okay. But then again, my thing is too, Ariane is the first person that actually came out to say that Martell was gay. Before any of all of this stuff came out, you guys remember that Ariane said on social media when she and Martell were fighting that that's why Martell likes men. That's why Martell messed with men. She's the first person who initiated this rumor about Martell being gay and or liking men. So now Martell, who is broke, busted, and disgusted, is using this moment to come after Wanda and Tisha as well as Marceau for defamation. That's what he's suing them for. So Ariane says that he's suing Wanda for saying that he's gay and saying that she had receipts that he was with men. Ariane also goes on to say that Tisha is a liar for saying that she had a procedure done and that she was shaking in the closet and that there were videos seen by the men on the show. You guys remember when Tisha said on Messy Monday that Martell paid for a procedure for Ariane, which was a BBL, and said that she was in the closet and she was doing some type of like twerking dance where she was shaking. Martell videoed her doing that and was showing all the guys on the show. I believe that happened. Because if the motherfucker would, if he would film his wife giving him pleasure, oral pleasure, let's say it that way, and then show it to other people and threaten to show other people, I believe that he would do that to Ariane as well. So why wouldn't he film Ariane if he did it to his own wife? Like, what makes her the exception to the rule? So according to Ariane, Martell has initiated a defamation lawsuit against Wanda and Marceau and Tisha. All right. So Ariane goes on to say that she never addressed what Wanda and Tisha had to say because that would have made both of them relevant. Who the fuck are you, Ariane? Who are you to make somebody relevant when you can't make yourself relevant? Is my question. You can't make your own self relevant. So you speaking on someone else and or speaking up on what they had to say or addressing it makes them more relevant when you've never been relevant. What's up, Sandra? Thanks for being here. I mean, how are you making other people relevant when you're in the same place you were 12 years ago that you were messing with Martell and Melody done gave you the whole man and you still sitting over there and can't make the nigga marry you? But the only thing you did get was a damn break, baby. The only thing you got from him was a child. And everything else that you got, you don't have anymore. You don't have nothing to show for. So I don't know why, and I don't know who put into this girl's head or instilled in her mind that she was the shit like that and that she's making other people stars when she's not even a fucking star. I don't know what she be thinking. I don't know what she's thinking. I just don't. I really don't. Ariane, I really don't know who is telling you that you are that important, my dear, because you're not. All right. Because it's still giving that you are on Section 6. You are still on that. Your bun is still dry and nappy, like all of that. You ain't got shit going on. You still wearing the same old clothes that you were wearing. You and your daughter sharing clothes. Like, you're not that important, dear. You're not that important, dear. You still running around here with this damn trap baby, and that's what Knox is. We're gonna call it like it is. He was a trap baby. You were hoping to trap Martell with this baby in hopes that he would leave Melody, but Melody gave him to you, and now that you have Martell, you don't know what to do with him. Now he's getting on your fucking nerves like he was doing Mel's, but you couldn't see that because you thought that you were one-upping someone. Now you got this trash ass nigga over there and you telling everybody that will listen that you're sick and tired of his ass because he is getting on your fucking nerves because he ain't making you famous fast enough. That's what it is. That's what it is. So sit your rusty braces having ass down. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her. I really am. Ariane goes on to say that Marceau lied about there being receipts on Martell sleeping with men. That's what Ariane is saying. I never heard Marceau say anything about that. Maybe that's what was bleeped out during that particular scene at the Big D Energy Field Day event. I don't know because we didn't see it. And of course, that was cut out according to Tisha on Messy Monday. Now, Ariane goes on to say that production wouldn't have edited that about Martell, like Tisha was saying on Messy Monday, because they would want to keep that footage because it was very juicy and messy. That's according to Ariane. She's trying to debunk the fact that that production never had that particular footage. And if they had it, they would have shown it because it was very, very juicy information on Martell. But then AL steps in and asked her and told her rather that production would have pretty much edited out the names of the people discussed if that was ever said, because that was some good tea on whoever it would have been about. And that's how production is. They'll bleep it out. They'll bleep out names like they were doing in that particular scene in order to get the particular juicy information, if you will. All right. So Ariane comes back and say, no, that's not true, AL, that Martell has a defamation case for Wanda, Tisha, and Marceau. So he is going after all three of them. You guys remember most recently, Wanda went live and said she wasn't worried about Martell suing them. And she was also saying that she would want him to initiate the lawsuit first because they were going to counter sue Martell. She said that we don't ever sue anybody. We counter sue. That's what we do. That's what Wanda was saying in her live. So maybe they're going to countersue Martell if he comes for them. This may be bad for Martell if they actually have receipts on Martell being with men, because that's just going to open the floodgates of all the things that they know. When they go to court, of course, you know, there's testimony. So if Martell is saying that he's not gay and they have receipts on him being gay, those things are going to come out. And the bloggers are going to pick it up because, you know, the Scotts are going to do whatever they can to embarrass Martell because he sued them. And I'm going to hop right on here and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to give you guys every intricate detail of said person, things, place, and whatever happened. Okay. So I'm low-key hoping that this lawsuit goes forward, but I think that Martell is scratching and surviving and looking for any way that he can make money. And he's using this situation with them calling him out for being gay as a means to make a monetary, make some monetary gain behind it. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving, because you ain't cared about nothing else nobody said. You ain't caring about nothing else. He says that the show is pretty much ruining him. So Martell's been fighting to get his reputation back on track since Melody and since the courts put out about him, you know, having this whole revenge piece situation. As you guys see on the show, he denied with Marceau that he even had a revenge piece situation. He didn't want to talk about the shit. He was saying that's not true. That's not been proven, but you've been found guilty in court and you're the one that asked for a jury trial. So Martell is fighting to get his reputation back intact, but he's saying he can't do that being on this show because he feels that the show is protecting Melody and making her look like the good person on the show and then making him look like the villain by showing his arrest, showing the revenge P, showing the stuff about the child custody, showing him fighting and being, you know, but these are things that you're giving them. They can only edit what you give them, correct? He's bowing up at people, running up in women's faces. Like Martell is doing the fucking most on this show, but then you can't blame production because production can't edit shit unless you give them something to edit. I mean, you showed your ass in Vegas. You showed your ass when they went to Texas, Martell. You've been showing your ass in Huntsville whenever you guys filmed there. You've been doing the most. You've been doing the most. You've been fighting with the Scotts, and then at the field day event, you were all up in Marceau's face, bowing up and bucking up at him. You were yelling at Tisha, coming for her. But then you can't get upset then when people say off the show that you're aggressive and that you're this person and you're trying to fix your image, but you can't do that because you keep doing the fucking most, Martell. All right. So like I said, he's very pissed for how they came for him at the reunion. He's very upset about that. They gave him hell at the reunion, according to Ariane. She's saying that Martell is pissed for how they came for him at the reunion, how they drug him at the upcoming reunion, and to so much so until Martell actually threatened to quit at the reunion, is what Ariane is saying. So it sounds like Martell is he's trying to use that as manipulative tactics to get his way. All right. But I think Martell enjoys low-key playing the villain. But then when it kind of goes too far and when he kind of pushes the boundaries too far, I think what happens is he knows that he can't go back and fix that and that his image is kind of fucked up behind it. So then he wants to blame other people. But I mean, we're watching in real time Martell spiraling and right before our eyes on this show, to be honest with you. Happy Friday. Thank you, Angela. And to everyone else. But yeah, we're watching Martell spiral on this show. And to be honest, I think he should quit. I think he should get the fuck off the show and get himself together because this show is not helping him in any way, shape, or form. I don't care how many scenes you film sitting up here with this fake ass therapist who I think you might have fucked off the show because of the way she was sitting there smiling and blushing and looking at him. He was comfortable enough to invite her into his Airbnb with no damn shoes on, and he was just too comfortable with her to me. I'm sorry. It just gave me vibes to where you guys have done more than counseling, allegedly. It gives that. If you guys saw the last episode where he was sitting up there with no shoes on, his legs all crossed, and she was staring at his feet. When the camera kind of, panned back around, she tried to look more professional. She had all her boobs out where you could see her cleavage a little bit. Like, baby, no. It gives that you guys may have had a little interaction, maybe off the show or whenever. I don't know. I don't know. It was weird to me. Late at night, you coming over for a session at night, and you saying that some kind of meeting was going on in your office. Why not reschedule his meeting or his session to where you guys can have it at the office instead of putting yourself in his private space to where he's not acceptable whenever you come over? I mean, damn, I'm surprised he didn't have that fucking robe on that he always have on when somebody come over there. He always have it on when Destiny come over there. He have that damn robe on with no shirt on. So I'm surprised he won't sit there with his robe on doing that. But yeah, so I feel like Destiny also, let's talk about Destiny since we just mentioned her. I do feel like Destiny is behind the scenes in terms of trying to help Martell clean up his image as well. I kind of talked about it in my video before this video where she is trying to make Martell make amends with the Scotts because she knows that she's on her way out. in terms of not coming back next season, in terms of what the rumors are of Destiny not coming back. So I think she's trying to help Martell get his image back. I think she's trying to get him to go around and apologize to people that he's done some fucked up things to, so that he will have people to film with if he comes back to the show. I don't think he will, because I think he'll be in jail. But if he does, I don't think many people are going to want to, you know, fool with him or film with him. Stormy's already gone. He was trying to film with Stormy, where she was inviting him to the house, and that shocked me because I've never known Stormy to film with him. And also, I don't think Ken and Trish would need to, because I don't think Ken now trusts Martell, because now that he knows that they've had some type of sexual interaction, I don't think he's going to be trying to pull him in as a friend, knowing that this person smashed your girl. And then in terms of Nell and Chris Fletcher, it's kind of iffy with that. I think that maybe Chris will film with him because Martell knows a lot of things about Chris privately. But in terms of Nell, I don't know if it comes down to it, especially if she's trying to make amends with Melody. Melody has made it clear that she doesn't want anyone that she's friends with to have any interaction with Martell, because then she doesn't trust them. So as far as the Scotts, I know they're not going to do it now that he's initiating a lawsuit against them. They're not going to want to film with him and give him any camera time. You guys just saw Tisha get up and walk away from a scene with Martell most recently, because she's still upset because of what he said about her at the Big D Energy Field Day event. For those of you that did not get to see it, I think I still have it up. I'll play it one more time, where Destiny bombarded. I have it still. Where Destiny bombarded Tisha. They were having lunch, and she just invited Martell to just pop up without telling Tisha, knowing that the two of them just had a back and forth, an argument at her event. And now you put your friend Tisha in a position to where Martell is just dropping in, and Tisha was uncomfortable. She filled her mouth up as much as she could fit in her mouth, and she got the fuck up and left and didn't even pay for her food, I noticed. But let's play this scene one more time, and then we're going to get out of here. This is the end of this video. We're going to play this, and here we go. Let's let it come up. Shout out to the OWN Network, OWN TV, OWN Keep It Real, OWN. All right, let's get into it, and boom.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey,
How y'all doing?
well,
How you doing?
like I said, to say with the enemy without my husband being here, so I'm going to dismiss myself, and y'all enjoy this. Bye. Yeah, I have nothing for that. I feel angry, upset, not happy at all. That would be a cold day in hell before I sit across the table with Martell without.
Why is Martell looking like, why is she leaving? This is weird. This is awkward. Why would Tisha get up and leave? That's the look Martell is giving. When you just sat up there and fussed this girl out, told everybody she was giving a head, you embarrassed the fuck out of her. So do you think she's going to sit there, that she's not ready to apologize? She's not ready for you to apologize to her. She's not ready for a conversation. Destiny, that was wrong of you, because you're supposed to be her friend. Destiny keeps putting people in fucked up situations, I noticed. Let's continue.
Without my husband being present.
I hate that y'all are in this space. I really do.
Yeah.
I commend you for showing up to giving an apology. She's just not ready to receive it.
I'm tired of being nice to people. Like, you don't want to be nice back to me, I'm not gonna be nice to you.
How do you commend him for showing up to give an apology, but then say that she's just not ready to receive it? Wouldn't you have a conversation with your friend first to say, hey, how about me invite Martell here, and because he wants to apologize from what he's telling me? How do you feel about that? Do you think that you're in a place to where you're ready to receive an apology from Martell? Do you think you want to be around him right now with everything that just happened? And by the way, I apologize for putting you in that situation because it was my event. But do you think that you're ready to be around Martell, or could you be around him? And if she says no, respect that. But I feel like you just put it out there, Destiny, like, oh, well, here he is. So y'all make up now. That's what it gave. I would have been mad about that. I told y'all that earlier. That would have made me mad, because don't force me to take somebody's apology or accept someone's apology because you want to see us get along when you initiated the bullshit in the first goddamn place. Like, no, god darn it. Okay, shout out to JJ in the first god darn it place. Like, no, Martell should not have been there. Martell should not have been there. You should have had a conversation with him off the record and said, hey, I'm going to do brunch with Tisha. And let me have a conversation with her first and see how she feels about you coming by. And if she says okay, and that she's willing to have a conversation and you guys talk, then we will do that. But otherwise, I don't think that it's a great idea for you to stop by, because I'm pretty sure she's still pissed off by the shit that you said about her at the event. That's how you do that shit. You don't bombard somebody, because what if he'd have snapped off on her in that public vicinity? Let's say that in that place. What if Martell would have popped off? Because you never know what Martell, he's so unpredictable. You never know what Martell is going to say and or do, if he's going to snap off or not. So you keep putting people in fucked up and unsafe situations, Destiny, and it's you, girl. It's you. You're not a good friend. You're not a good friend. You're not, because you did not have her best interest at heart as her friend to put her in that situation, to have her bombarded. I'm just sorry. But I'm going to play it one more time all the way through, and then that's going to be the end of our video.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey,
How y'all doing?
Well,
How you doing?
like I said, to say with the enemy without my husband being here, so I'm going to dismiss myself, and y'all enjoy this. Bye. Yeah, I have nothing for that. I feel angry, upset, not happy at all. It would be a cold day in hell before I sit across a table with Martell without my husband being present.
I hate that y'all are in this space. I really do.
Yep.
I commend you for showing up to giving an apology. She's just not ready to receive it.
I'm tired of being nice to people. Like, you don't want to be nice back to me, I'm not gonna be nice to you.
That lets me know that Martell was not genuine in terms of coming there, giving Tisha an apology and trying to move forward and drop all of this negativity. Because just because she didn't give you the reaction that you were looking for, now you're back to being the petty bastard that you have always been. And that's the same way you do Melody. You have all these expectations that you and Melody are going to be on this great page, on the same page, and that she's going to fall back in love with you and take you back. And when she doesn't give you what you thought that you should deserve, then you go back to being an asshole towards that person. And then you turn up the petty in terms of coming for them in other ways, Martell. So now you just made it known that you're not ready to grow up and be responsible. She can say she don't want to fuck with you no more, especially after what you said about her. Especially what you've done to her. I agree. And I don't even like Tisha like that. But I agree that she should have the say so in terms of who she fools with. And if she chooses not to fool with you, that doesn't mean that you continue to be petty and continue to release things about her and continue to talk about her. And then be the first one down to the courthouse talking about you want to sue her after you just popped up talking about you want to do an apology. Like, that's some bullshit. It's he's so fucking unhinged. I just want him to get some help. You did not come there with the notion of trying to apologize to this girl and fix this situation, because as soon as she said, nah, I'm not fucking with you and I ain't about to sit here with you and do this fake shit, and that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. And because she didn't react the way you wanted her to, because you like to control everyone's emotions around you, Martell, but because she walked away, and that probably low-key embarrassed you, because you are a narc. You are a narc. You're not used to being embarrassed. Narcs don't like to be embarrassed. Okay, Narcs don't like to be embarrassed. That's why he treated Melody the way he did, because Melody embarrassed the fuck out of him when she divorced him, because that exposed who he really was. So now that Tisha's like, fuck no, I'm not going to sit here and eat with you, nigga. Sit across the table and look at you. And I damn sure don't want to hear no fucking apology, not after what you said about me. So now it's, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck. Not, yeah, if she want to be mean to me, I'm going to be mean to her. How's that being mean by her getting up and leaving? I would have left too. Yeah, she want to be mean to me, so I guess I'm gonna keep being mean to her, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. So you've already made up in your mind that you're not gonna stop doing the things that you came to apologize for, you fuck nigga. But anyway, that's it, guys. I don't have no more. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I tried to give you guys as much tea as I could today, baby. The YouTube streets are like very, very, very dry. But I try to, you know, this is how I be in the YouTube streets, trying to get y'all some damn drink or be wringing it out, child. Okay, it's so dry. I be wringing out the tea to get to you guys. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button to support the channel and keep us in the algorithm. They said, who else besides Destiny Maurice can Martell film with? Okay, I don't think Maurice is going to fool with him now that he's initiated this lawsuit against his family, because, you know, y'all know they stick together. Them Scotts, they stick together very, very heavy. Okay, they do. So y'all know how they do. They are going to stick very, very close together now that Martell is talking about suing Tisha, Wanda, and Marceau. I'm just trying to tell you, they say I have to do a replay because I came in late. LOL. Thanks for the tea, sis, at Caramel. Real, enjoy your night. Yeah, thanks. And thanks so much for that, Angela Hunal. I appreciate you, dear. All right. Did anybody want to come up tonight before we get ready to go? Or do we just want to go? Anybody? Said you've done very good, Caramel. I appreciate it. Said you awesome. Awesome as usual. I appreciate it. I try to give y'all so much information. I hit y'all with 3 videos. Y'all please go and watch all 3 and thumbs up each one. All right. Thank you guys. Anybody want to come up and say anything before we go? Anybody? I'll drop the link. We'll have a couple people if y'all want to come up. If not, we'll get out of here, y'all. So you guys can enjoy your night. I'm going to go do movie night. I keep hearing stuff falling in the backyard. Well, in my backyard, my neighbor's backyard. I don't know if it's trees or I don't know what the hell is going on with it. All right, there's the link. If you guys, anyone want to come up, a couple people to talk about what we discussed today in the video or any other video that we've talked about today. Anybody? There's the link. Going once, going twice. Anybody? Okay, we're gonna get on out of here then. I appreciate you guys. So let me go ahead and do my thank yous. Thank you, Bill Wilson, KVR, Tyra, and Scorpion Mist. Those are my mods. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job. And for the content creators that usually stop by, thank you, True TV Podcast, Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Deary Talk Show, Missy Hoes Atlanta, Boss Lady Brand, Girlfriend Chronicles, Chronicles of Kim K, and Love Seeing Her. And of course, my Caramelians. Thank you guys so much. For those of you that enjoy the video, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel as well. All right. If nothing else, let me do one more thing. Then we're going to get on out of here. All right. So there's my petition. If you guys want to sign it, if you don't want to sign it, you can leave a comment. If you don't want to comment, then you can just share it. All right. So let's get out of here. Love you guys. Let's get y'all some twerking music. And you guys have a great night. Bye.